Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So today we are doing another Absinthe review, the first Absinthe review of 2020. So it's pretty exciting. Like I said, I have amazing new things coming up in this new year, and I'm really glad that you are all really excited about it because I am too. And I'm just really looking forward to what this year will hold. So like I said, today is going to be an Absinthe review. Today we're going to be reviewing Fleur Bleue, and the reason why I am wearing blue makeup today is because this is a white absinthe and I wanted to emulate the packaging of this particular bottle. So a little bit of background information. You guys probably remember this absinthe that I reviewed about a month or two ago. About 2 months ago now, I think. So this is Jules Vert, and the owner of Jules Vert actually saw my review of this particular absinthe on my channel. He said he really, really loved it. And he also said he was impressed by what I was able to taste in there. Apparently, the basil flavor that I was tasting in that review was one of the herbs that is a cousin of wormwood that they used for the coloring. And like I said in the video, I had no idea what it was, but I really enjoyed that really unique basil flavor that it had toward the end of the finish. So that was pretty impressive and different and definitely unique. So the fact that he was impressed that I was able to taste that really means a lot to me, and it shows that absinthe creators and absinthe distillers and brand owners really do care about the product that they are putting out, and they also really care about how it's received by the absinthe drinking public. So I'm really honored that he reached out to me. So because I liked Jules Vert so much, he said, would you be interested in trying the white sister of Jules Vert? And of course I said yes, so he sent me a bottle of this. There was actually a little bit of a happy accident. Mind you, I just want to let you guys know I have not broken into this, I promise. So he had intended to send this bottle of Fleur Bleue to me, and another bottle of Jules Vert to my friend Rory, who lives on the East Coast and was generous enough to provide me with samples in the past. I guess there was a little bit of a mix-up and I ended up getting a full size of Jules Vert, which, you know, I'm not going to say no to. So Rory was kind enough to forward the Fleur Bleue to me, and he's the one who broke into this. He wanted a little taste before he sent it off to me, and I said, you know what? That's fine, I don't mind, don't worry about it. And kind of in return for dipping into this, he did send me 2 other samples of absinthes to review. So after this one, I will have 2 more absinthes to review, and then I will need to surf absinthes.com to see what else I can check out. So, happy accident. I'm glad to have both. Let's just say that. So, included within the box of Fleur Bleue, or Jules Vert, one of the two, I received this. This is a reproduction of a 19th century design of absinthe spoons, and it has the little, I guess, engraving or frosting on the front that says Fleur Bleue. So that was very, very, very generous of the owner of Fleur Bleue and Jules Vert to send me this as well. So thank you so much once again. So the owner, by the way, is named Jean-Philippe, and Jean-Philippe, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to what you're going to be putting out in the future. If you know, you know. Alright, so last night I actually did text Jean-Philippe, and I wanted to ask him if there was any additional information he wanted me to include in this review, so I'm going to give it to you, and I will be doing my ASMR for you guys, because you guys seem to dig it. And I'm totally okay with that because absinthe is a beautiful thing, and it seems only natural to combine the two, I think. This is as close as I can get to the microphone without moving it around too much or holding it because it's going to cause a whole bunch of wrestling movement, and I'm not about that. This absinthe is really inspired by Swiss absinthes. We use 14 botanicals in it. In eastern townships in Quebec, we have a very similar climate to Val de Travers, so it's easy to grow most of the botanicals we use for absinthe. We grow Artemisia absinthium, Artemisia puntica, mint, Melissa balm, Veronica, Angelica, hyssop, verbena, etc. In this absinthe, we also use coriander, licorice root, chamomile, fennel, green anise, and a little bit of star anise. So let's just say I am really, really, really excited to give this a shot. No pun intended, because, you know, alcohol shots. Even though I would never drink this in a shot, obviously, because I'm not a barbarian. Anyway, so I'm really excited to try this. It looks like the composition of it is really, really unique. And he also told me that as far as whites go, this is a little bit more on the bitter side as opposed to the sweeter and less intense whites that I have had in the past. And he said that this one has a little bit more of a bite, which I'm totally okay with. He did kind of ask about what my palate is like, and I told him that, you know, my breakfast in the morning is a cup of black French roasted coffee. And I love dark chocolate, so I have a thing for things that are bitter, full-bodied, that sort of thing. You get what I mean. So I'm going to reposition the camera. The time has come. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to go through the process of the Louche, and we are going to stare in awe at this because I'm pretty excited about how this is going to turn out. Let's do this. Alright guys, we are going to crack open this absinthe. We are going to take a look at it and see how pretty it is. From what I can see in the bottle already, it looks very, very pretty and very clear as far as a blanche is concerned. This is probably actually the cleanest and clearest blanche that I can see or have seen in my experience with absinthe. Ooh, ooh. That smells nice. A little bit too much. Whoopsie. It's a little bit heavy-handed in my pouring, but that's okay. I'll make do. Just gonna move this bottle forward really quickly so I can take a look here. So yes, it is definitely the clearest blanche absinthe I have ever seen, which is great. We want clarity. I can't really comment too much on the color because obviously it's blanche. So appearance, I'll definitely give it a 5 out of 5 stars, being that it's a blanche. So there we are. Yeah, I can definitely smell a little bit of tartness and mintiness and a little bit of a piney sort of quality, if that makes any sense. Definitely has a little bit of a bite, even as I can smell pre-Louche. Alright guys, we are going to do this. Ooh. Wow, look how pretty and light blue that is. I'm not sure if I can capture much of it on camera, but it's showing up to the naked eye as a very pale, like almost like a washed out sky blue. That's really, really pretty. Can't really smell much of it from way over here, unfortunately, but okay, I'm smelling a little bit of it. It's definitely sweetening up. I can definitely detect the chamomile in there. Gosh, it's even showing up blue, like on the viewfinder on my camera here. Can you guys see that? I hope so. Because this is really pretty. This is really a treat. I am also noticing some tones of like very slight tones of gold in there, which is very unusual for a blanche. That's pretty cool. I dig. Yeah, that is really pretty. It's not the absolute prettiest blanche louche that I have ever seen in my absinthe drinking career, but it's very pretty. I would definitely give it 4 out of 5 stars on appearance. It's very opalescent, it's very opaque, and it does have a level of complexity, and it definitely looks correct, but it's not quite as nuanced as, say, Bleue blanche that we've had recently. Alright guys, we are going to call that good. As you can see, it's kind of maintained its very pretty blue tone, kind of a bluish white. That is really pretty. At this stage in the Louche, like right when it's finished, I've not seen it maintain that much of its white, but it's still really nice. Wow. Alright, so we are going to now evaluate its aroma and its taste and its finish, and I will give my final thoughts. Alright, here we are. We're going to partake in our glass of Fleur Bleue. So as you can see, it has maintained a lot of its bluish white color. That is really, really fucking pretty. I love it. So let's get a load of the nose, shall we? I can definitely smell the high stop in there. This definitely is a little bit more bitter than most of the whites that I've had. Actually, it's the most bitter of all the whites that I've had. It has a very piney freshness, but I wouldn't necessarily say that the mint is terribly prominent. And I like that the fennel is a little less pronounced here, because, like I've said, there are a lot of absinthes out there that are really heavy on the fennel and not heavy enough on the anise. So I'm glad that the fennel has backed off a little bit. And I do smell the bite of the wormwood and the sweetness of the anise. So aroma, I will definitely give it... I will give it 4.5 stars. That's really nice. Alright, we're gonna go in for a taste, and as always guys, santé, and please drink responsibly. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, he wasn't kidding when he said it was going to have like a weird kind of sour aftertaste, but I like it. That is really, really interesting. It's almost like lemon peel. The finish is very much like a lemon peel, but I'm still getting the bite of the wormwood. So that's a really nice change from the minty freshness kind of finish that I'm used to. So this definitely sets itself apart from the other blanches out there, so I'm very happy about that. This is very unique. I can definitely taste the more forward presence of wormwood in this one, which is not typical for a blanche, mind you, but this is really nice. Really nice. So I would definitely say that both Joual Vert and Fleur Bleue here are very unique in their own right as far as absinthe is concerned. I like that they stick with the traditional kind of format and structure, but they really change it up a little bit with the subtle nuances and the herbs that they use. And like I said, this has a strange kind of lemon zest or lemon peel kind of flavor, but I'm not complaining about that at all. This is very robust for a white absinthe. Like, if I were blindfolded and I were drinking this right now, I would not think this was white. I would definitely take this for a green or vert absinthe. So this is pretty impressive. I did not expect this much of a bold flavor from a white. So absintheros out there who have a little more of a bitter palate and like more robust absinthes that typically gravitate toward green and will typically be a little more forward on the wormwood, I would definitely recommend this. I would not recommend this for a beginner. Although typically I would recommend whites for beginners. I will be curious to see how this performs with a little bit of sugar, like 1 lump of sugar. Gosh, that like lemon peel thing is really interesting. I love that. So, flavor. I'm going to give this 4.5 stars because of how unique it is and how not mellow it is for a white absinthe. That's really impressive. It does have a very subtle sweetness, as most white absinthes do have, but the wormwood is definitely prominent here, and I'm okay with that. So, flavor, I will definitely give that 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's really, really good. I'm actually kind of salivating a little bit over here. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to drool. And as far as the finish is concerned, I'm going to give that 5 stars because it has a really nice, sour, bitter, kind of full-bodied finish. I mean, it doesn't sound very good from how I'm describing it, but if you're someone who likes sour or bitter things or likes to drink absinthe that bites them back, this is definitely going to be for you. So I would definitely recommend this for the expert who is looking for a white absinthe that is more forward on wormwood. So that's really lovely. That is really lovely. I'm still having a bit of a tingly feeling in my tongue. It's not necessarily numb, but my tongue is starting to be like, what's going on here? So I really, really enjoyed this. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate your support. You guys have no idea. It really makes a difference in my motivation to create these absinthe reviews. Like, I already love absinthe, as you probably saw in my previous video that I just uploaded. But I do want to get across to you that it's not just you guys motivating me to do this, it is also my passion for absinthe that is keeping me driving forward in making these reviews. And I try to make them as detailed as possible for you guys to get as much information as possible so you can make an informed decision on buying absinthe when you go out there. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. I'm getting a little sweaty even though it's really cold outside. So, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit the bell for notifications. I would really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I love you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!